Miccarelli.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm very impressed. I believe General Gronski was supposed to be on the floor at 1:15. It's now almost 2 o'clock, proving that the state Senate can slow almost anything down, including a major general. So that is definitely proven today. Mr. Speaker, I rise just to relate to everyone as someone who has served under General Gronski in combat and in garrison back home in Pennsylvania, the reputation that Representative Barrar talked about. It's well-earned, and it is nearly unanimous in the division for anyone that you talk to. General Gronski leads from the front, and it doesn't matter if we're at Indiantown Gap doing a ruck march, doesn't matter if we're overseas in combat, he leads from the front. Just two very quick stories. Talked about being here at Indiantown Gap. Well, our soldiers were out on a ruck march one early Saturday morning. We were heading along, and we had heard that the general and the sergeant major were going to be out as part of the ruck march, which essentially means no shortcuts, and you have to finish the whole thing, and there's going to be brass around. Anyhow, from the beginning of that march, Major General Gronski was out front leading the charge. I was kind of a few guys back with the division sergeant major, my former first sergeant when I came in, Chris Kepner. And we had realized that we were a little bit past our first point on kind of the wrong heading. Now, General Gronski was out front, but he wasn't the map guy. So I explained to the sergeant major, we got a problem here. We're about a mile past our checkpoint. He says, well, go ahead and tell the general, Miccarelli. Now, I'm a lowly staff sergeant, and Matt talked about, being about 4 levels. I'm way below that. So very scared, I finally approached him, and he said, okay, we're past checkpoint 1. This is the new checkpoint 1. Everybody turn around, go back the right way. Long story short, even with that delay, General Gronski and that Sergeant Major Kepner were the first people on the top of the hill. They led the entire squadron in that ruck march. We're talking 19, 20-year-old kids, and even at their age, they were leading from the front. And overseas in Iraq, we had an observation point called 293 out on Route Michigan. May the 3rd of 2006, we took casualties. A couple members of our team were killed. And after that time, we really didn't see too many officers, aside from our very own, that were coming around. Just a few days after that attack, myself and a guy by the name of Sergeant Tomlinson were out defending that post. And we assumed that we wouldn't see too many officers or too many higher-ranking NCOs. So I started growing some lamb chop sideburns and a goatee, which are completely unauthorized. And my partner Tomlinson had a full beard, and unless you're a SEAL or something cool like that, you're really not supposed to grow any of that. So Tomlinson starts hollering at me, Miccarelli, there's antennas coming in. Now, anybody who served in the military, I see Representative Dush understands what I'm about to say. If you see antennas coming in, that means brass. That means a general, a colonel, some officers coming in. And sadly, Tomlinson and I did not have time to shave before General Gronski got to our point. And we were almost as scared of what he was about to do to us as we were of anything else. But he came out, kind of gave us a smile, kind of brushed his hand on his face a little bit, let us know. But the first thing he asked us was, how you guys doing out here? What do you need to defend this point? What can I do to help you complete your mission? That's a leader, ladies and gentlemen. That's a leader who leads from the front. And I am honored to have served under his command. Hopefully, as he continues to move, there will be times when we can continue to serve under him. But ladies and gentlemen, this son of Pennsylvania, a town called Moosic that I certainly can't find on a map, makes everyone in this chamber proud and continues the reputation of Pennsylvania's great military history. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.